Okay, on the Outsiders podcast right now, Clint Schweitzer, Noah Groniger, and joining us right now. You guys remember him, ex-Chief Tamarick Vanover. Tamarick, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being on today, my man.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Oh, not a problem at all. It's great to talk to you. Of course, great memories of you growing up. I mean, you returned 8 kicks, 4 punts, 4 kickoff returns for touchdowns in your time in Kansas City. I mean, what was that like coming here out of Florida State and just being in the NFL?
I think the Bears in Kansas City are good. It's just like playing in the college atmosphere. As you know, I played at Florida State University. And, the chop and everything else was going on when I got to Kansas City, so I felt right at home.
I mean, going back to, of course, the very first game against the Seattle Seahawks, you returned a kick for a touchdown. I mean, what was that like? What was the feelings you were going through whenever that happened?
I was coming off an injury, and that was the first week of the regular season. And, I just wanted to make a play to show that I should have made the team and that I belonged there because I really didn't have a chance to prove myself in the preseason. But, like you said, I just came out there and I gave my all, and the guys blocked, and the coaches had a great game plan.
Can you talk maybe about the craziest moments in your career, the overtime game against San Diego? You return a kick to start overtime and end the game right there.
That was the first one to do it, and then the guy in Arizona came right behind me, and he tied the record, so me and him standing there right now, me and Peterson. I was still excited about it, and being able to help my team win, like I said before.
That's one of Monday Night Football's probably greatest moments, 87 yards, you take the punt. I mean, people still talk about that. I remember after the game you said that you credited your players and you said you had faith. I mean, was faith a big part of your career?
Yes, faith. A lot of people say, they feel this way about Christians and killing people and stuff like that. But I just say, man, everybody has an opinion and everybody has something that they enjoy. I grew up in the church, and my mother and my grandma and everybody else always went to church, so that's something that I did. And, I had a great preacher, and I still talk to him to this day. And, like I said before, if you can't stand up for what you believe, then you'll fall for anything.
Can you talk about playing for legendary coach Marty Schottenheimer during your time in Kansas City, and then he brings you back in 2002 with the Chargers?
Marty Schottenheimer was a great coach, great motivator, and most of all, he's a very smart guy. And I'm surprised that nobody's picking him up right now to coach in the NFL anymore. I don't know what the situation is with that, but I'd love to see him come back to the game because he really knows how to motivate guys who are making millions of dollars who's on the team that are grown. And, it's kind of different than when you play in college and when you're high school, you coach. And he doesn't have to do that much to get the guys motivated versus you got guys who have ultra egos or big egos. It's kind of tough to get a guy motivated and want to run through a wall for you, but Marty Schottenheimer could do that.
I remember Marty was very instrumental. He wanted you to be an all-purpose player for him, and you came over and played a lot at receiver. What was it like switching and playing at receiver and also while you were returning kicks?
Later on in my career, as your ability starts to grow away a little bit, the older you get, you start to get settle until you're old. When I first got to Kansas City, I wanted to be that Pro Bowl receiver for Marty Schottenheimer, but unfortunately, injuries kept popping up on me and some other circumstances, but I never really got a chance to prove myself as a wide receiver. But I'm happy at what I did as a return down the league. I had 8, like you said, kickoff and punt returns for touchdowns, and that just says a lot about the Kansas City Chiefs and the coaches that they had at that time, and they saw favor in me, and I appreciate them for that.
Can you talk about how hard a transition it was for you to go to running back when they asked you to do that?
That probably was the toughest time of my career playing football. I grew up as a high school running back, but when you get to college and then I played 1 year in the field goal, and then I played a couple years as a receiver for the Chiefs, and then asked to move to running back was a big transition in my career. And it didn't pan out. I did it because I enjoy playing football. I'm a football player first. And like I said, it didn't work out, but my heart was still at running back. I still love to touch the ball, and I'm coaching football now, and I still
And nowadays, here in 2012, you find yourself as a coach yourself. I mean, talk about how gratifying it is to be in the coaching ranks. I know you guys have a game actually coming up here in a little bit. So give us a little update on your guys' season and how you like being a coach.
I'm coaching right now for the East Gas and high schools. It's coach in Florida. Where Florida's our head coach. He also played in the NFL for the Cleveland Browns. But I coach the wide receivers, and I'm still coaching the receivers. Then he asked me to take over the special team. So now I'm special team coordinator and the receiver coach. But I have had some great coaches in my career, and I have some people that I can look up to. Starting with high school with Gene Cox, who's been living here in Florida. He's one of the winningest programs in the state at one point, Leon High School. And then he did a course for the college from state. One of the greatest of all time. He had that run that probably never ever be broken. 10-game win season. I think he had 14 of those. And then I get to the NFL and I got Marty Schottenheimer, he hadn't won the big game, but he knows how to get his team into the playoffs. And like I said, he's a great motivator. And I just took some from all those coaches that I had. Just a little piece of something here and there. And I'm still finding myself saying some of the same things that those kids, those coaches said to me when I was coming along.
Well, Tamarick, we appreciate it. I know you got to get ready and get for your game tonight. Good luck. We're going to have you on again real soon, hopefully, talking about the Chiefs' maybe current state. You got just absolute great catching up with you. You had some great moments here, and good luck tonight in the game, and go get a win.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Tamarick.
Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.